What's good, y'all? Back again, another day. I'm in the car, so you know what that means. I'm on the road. I'm about to go check out a tenant. They have some issues going on with their property, so I'm about to go see what's going on with that, figure out what we need to do there, get some understanding of the issues, and figure out how we can bring it to a resolution. So we're starting off there. Then I'm gonna run back and grab Coy, because he needs to understand the value of hard work. So he's coming with me today. Spend some time. You know, he said he's not getting enough attention in time, so I'm gonna spend some time with him today, and we gonna walk some of these houses together. And it's just another day. We'll figure it out from there. That's what it's looking like so far. Yesterday we had a lot going on. Like I said, I had to randomly go pick him up because he had some little issues that he needed to deal with, which I think we kind of set in motion to work it out. You know, there's other ways to do it. You know, my first gut reaction was, let me just grab a belt and go to work. But then, you know, I kind of talked to Tommy about it, and then, you know, like I said, if you got to put your hands on it, you ain't really doing nothing. So, you know, just figured out the best way would be to come up with something outside the box. So, like I said, yesterday's video, we watched the movie Brave, and it was just talking about, and you saw in the video himself.
Go past this light, then at the next one, turn right.
You gotta be careful what he's saying, what he put out there in the universe as far as with his words. So, I think we're on the right path. It's not an overnight fix. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but it's a lot going on. You know, he got a new brother coming, and a new, well, Tommy's not new. She's been around for a minute, but it's still, you know, it's a lot. So, and we get married and everything in the very, very near future. So, just dealing with that and everything, I'm pretty sure it's taking a toll on Coy. So, just figuring out how we can make sure that he feels included always and involved, and he's just good with everything. You know, just different approaches. There's always more than one way to get your point across. Sometimes you do have to use force, but that should always be the last resort. So I didn't really think it was the type of situation where I had to go there. So we used other tactics, and it seems like the idea worked. Of course, I took the phone away for a little while. I took the Nintendo Switch. He couldn't play the PlayStation, so I think he kind of
at the light, use the right lane to merge onto I-77 South.
Go crazy with it, but got the job done. So I'm actually pulling up. The appointment wasn't that far away, so I'm gonna knock this out, see what's going on with this tenant.
Turn right.
And then from there, I will holler at you all in a few. Alright guys, we're back. Just finished up my first appointment. Everything went smoothly. I wish I could have showed it to you. It was so simple. Basically, we're gonna have to run some electrical through some plywood in order to get some power to the washer, dryer, laundry room area, so that they can set up a stackable washer and dryer, because right now they currently don't have one. So that hurts. So that's something that we're working on. I just met with everybody, and they're putting it in motion. So I just need to come back and confirm it's done and get photos, and that's it for that one. But while I was out there, man, if you're in the construction industry, or you're thinking about getting in the construction industry, or, you know, you want to be a flipper, or whatever the case may be, if you want to deal with anything regarding houses, I strongly urge you to learn Spanish. Like, make sure that you're fluent in Spanish, reading it and writing it, and you can understand it, because there are a lot of Spanish-speaking people in the construction industry. You could say here in the South, man, it's pretty much ran by, you know, Hispanic or Spanish-speaking people, especially the residential side. The commercial side, I haven't really seen too many. I could be wrong, but when I was with my last employer, which would be a great story to talk about, what made me decide to leave and all that good stuff, but just that's not really, you don't really see as many Spanish people, or at least I did not on that side, dealing with the commercial sector of real estate. And like I said, I could be wrong because I was more so on the project management aspect, so it was a little different. But as far as residential here in Charlotte, every GC we use is, for the most part, Spanish speaking. So it would be strongly advantageous. And, you know, looking back, I wish in school, back in my teacher days, I really did assessments to understand what my students wanted to do. That way I could have brought people in that focused purely on what they were going to do and get on the reality, even though they were in like 4th or 5th grade, still knowing, like, if you want to be in construction, and you know, people don't really talk about construction like that until you get out of school, but man, it's so much money to be made in construction. Like, people think about, I don't know, it's so weird now. When people think about real estate, they focus on the flipping and they think it's quick money, or they think about wholesaling, or they think it's quick money, but they don't really understand the industry as a whole. They understand one niche within the industry, and they don't even really have a thorough understanding of the niche. They just think that it's fast money. And, you know, they sign up for the courses, they do this or that, and they don't really get an appreciation and understanding of the industry. And that's why you have so many people get into real estate and then they come and go, because there's a lot of little intricacies and details that matter in the industry. So, you know, once I got into real estate through wholesaling, I've been able to do real estate for, 5-6 years now. At least, no, 6. Coy 6, so 6 years. You know, it's just very, very interesting that when you learn the skill set and then you figure out how to monetize that skill set, you can pretty much do anything. You can get a job, you can start your own job, you can teach people how to do their job. It just opens up so many doors. So don't just look for quick money or getting rich quick. Figure out the skill set that you can learn, and don't be afraid. I always say it, don't be afraid to go broke. Don't be afraid to risk it all. If there's an opportunity that gives you the chance to learn something that you may not be able to learn, like, just to give you an example, when I quit teaching, I was making maybe $33,000, maybe. And, you know, the most that I would have been able to make as a teacher with a master's degree would have been around 70 to 80,000. And I don't really like talking about money like that, because there's so many people that's just out here flexing and capping. And then when people think you have money, then, you know, of course things change. But I've at least doubled that. I'll say that's very vague and ambiguous. So it would have took me 20 to 25 years to make that type of money had I just been a teacher with a master's degree, with a doctorate degree in South Carolina. And in 5-6 years, I've been able to multiply that at least double. Like I said, man, there's a lot of people that flex and cap and they do all this and they talk about money and whatever. That's not the point that I'm trying to make here. What I'm saying here is, you know, a lot of years I went through a lot of troubled times and tribulation, and it was rough, and I went without. I didn't have that much money, and I was hurting and I was struggling. And then there were times where I was doing great and I was making a whole lot of money. And, you know, it's really, really, really worth it to take risks. And, you know, as long as you don't die and you recover on the other side, it's so much better. It's a struggle, don't get me wrong. And, you know, I wouldn't encourage anybody to do it unless you're really, really, really determined that this is what you want and you're ready for the outcome. Because you have to be 10 toes invested into what you're doing. And it means sacrificing, it means going without, it means having people criticize you and ridicule you, and people try to play with your name and tarnish your image, the whole nine. But once you make it through on the other side and you survive that stuff and you don't go crazy or you don't lose your mind, it's just beautiful. So definitely look into taking those chances and doing what you have to do, especially if it's legal. You know, if it's illegal, then, you know, I've never done anything illegal like that, so I can't honestly sit here and say, you know, the risk versus reward, because I don't know. And I always try to make sure that I'm responsible with my platform and I'm not out here spewing bad information or capping or acting like I'm something that I'm not. So I can't give you the risk or reward for doing something illegal. But if it's something legal and it's safe, but it's risky, and you may go broke or you may possibly lose everything, but the knowledge that you learn and gain opens the door for so many other things, I say jump in 10 toes deep, you know, and just be prepared and be ready for what's coming next. But it's definitely worth it. So I'm actually headed back to the crib. Like I said, I gotta grab Coy because he's coming to work with me today, so he can get an appreciation and understanding of what it is. So I'm going to scoop him really quick, and then we're about to hit a couple of these houses and figure out what we're gonna do next. So yeah, I will holler at you guys in a few. Alright, so we're in the house right now.
It's flooding!
And it is flooding. Oh, hold on. And it's leaking.
What it is?
Wow.
Sit down. Sit down, though.
Fix this.
Sit down, Jesus.
Another exciting day. So yeah, we got a flood going on right now, which makes a lot of sense because that's why that bottom looks like that. I knew something was wrong. Couldn't put my hand on it, and there it is. So yeah, fun day on the job with Coy.
Yo, this is that cool. And this is the second time it happened.
Second time.
So I have a story because when I was in pre-K, my pre-K actually flooded. And so while I was sleeping while it flooded, and while it was flooded, I was just sleeping underwater.
Oh man, crazy story. All right, y'all. So I'm about to crawl under this house because somebody left some trash under here. They were supposed to get cleaned up. They didn't clean it, but I don't feel like coming back here and making them clean it themselves. So I'm just gonna clean it up.
Hold on, there's a spider in there. This is only the bathroom.
So, see that trash? This was supposed to be cleaned up, but they left it. Here we are in the crawl space, which is the space underneath the house. I'm gonna get this up.
Ready?
Gotta do it. Right. So yeah, just picked up Coy. We are about to go to work. Got about 7 houses to look at today. So we gonna knock, 7 houses. Gotta knock out the day. So about to get to it.
15.
Yeah, not 115. But anyways, guess we will show y'all when we get to the first house, because it's a good little ride away. So we're gonna start from the furthest house and work our way back. In any event, we will holler at you guys shortly. Got Coy doing whatever that is, the Pennywise. We just got some good dinner tonight. We eating on tacos. Somebody just woke up for her nap. She's saying no. But yeah, we are here about to eat dinner. It is 5:13, so we probably gonna get some more content in before we end this one off. I don't know. But just want to show y'all what dinner's looking like. Eat some food.